It's the action that says...
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Swing and a miss with that jab. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Perfect counter shot. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them, more than happy.
Hook misses. A perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. It's all offense all the time. They exchange punches. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won. Here we go for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He misses with that jab. Good counter punching. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. And he just missed with that left jab. Well done with that counter shot. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Missing with that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different? And there's the bell for round three. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
throw a shot, they get countered. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. And they figure out the combination to this save.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that hook won't score. When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you've got to get inside.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
Usyk! This round's still up. Oh, wait a minute! Usyk might go down here. What an upset! Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another. And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. That counter shot lands. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Better start respecting each other's punching power. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Jab does not score. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
And there's the bell for round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That counter punch caught him clean. Can't score with that jab. Punch, counter punch. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Beautiful counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. On to the 6th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Nice slip to avoid the jab. The straight right just misses. Got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Catch and shoot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice defense with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. There's the bell to start round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice counter. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. And that hook misses. There's a counter shot. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. There's the bell to start round 8. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Those counter punches have to hurt. How about that time counter shot? Is he going to punch himself out, though? This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice counter punch. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. No rest for the weary. They exchange punches. Just missed with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed. Hold it right there. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. Wow, let's take another look at that.
That's lights out right there. Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on, I'm wait for him to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against the all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should've changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I pride when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight every day. And I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. It's like they don't wanna see me win, that's cool. Yeah, man, I got this in the bag like school. They're trying to rock the boat, but the ride's too smooth. Cause I'm trying to be the GOAT and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy you won't move. Your tide goes snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a mile in my shoes. Yeah, I'ma smile all the way to the door.
It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight. The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. Lots of hype. Here we go for round one. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Can't find a home for that jab. Oh, the stars are out tonight, Johnny, and not just in the sky. We've got so many celebrities here, and they are expecting big things.
How picturesque is this, Todd? How perfect is this? It's perfect for us, not for the fighters because they're the ones getting hit, but for us, how picturesque is this? This is what it's all about. This is the beauty of our sport.
And he scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Catch and shoot. Well done with that counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Misses with the jab. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about and there's the bell for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That jab misses. Jab slightly off target. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
That left hook missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut does not score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Tried to score with a jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible work rate. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The perfect counter lands. Tarver in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that in? There's the bell for round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Trying to land that jab. Nice counter. He blocks the right hook, and Bugsy Malone goes down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.